What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei and today I'm gonna be doing an update on Palantir stock.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed, born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
And in today's video, first of all, I will show you where we are on a price chart and how we get there. Then we'll continue with the fundamental news that might drive the price of this company. And at the end of this video, I will share my thoughts and my technical analysis. And I will show you what should we expect next. So let's start with the price chart. I made my previous video right here. At this point, when this asset hit the range of resistance and it had this bounce to the downside, and I've told you that we have two more ranges of support at the price points of $9.48 and $9.35. And most likely we might have a bounce from these two ranges to the upside. And it happened. It happened exactly as I predicted, and we retested even this previous swing high, but had a rollover, and with the second attempt we broke this range to the upside, but unfortunately this asset didn't have enough volume to confirm this movement as a major movement. On top of that, as you can see, this line, this support line that I drew previously, by connecting the bottoms of this price section, if I clone this line and if I connect all the tops right here, as you can see, we connected it right here and right here, and we hit exactly the upper resistance of this channel. And this channel was the bearish channel, and these type of channels usually breaks to the downside. And as you can see, we broke it to the downside, and this movement to the downside was with decent volume, and we went even lower. And definitely the major catalyst for this downside movement was their earnings report that wasn't so favorable. I don't want to dive deep into this report because it was made about a month ago, and that's why I just start basically from the scratch, from the current point. So let's continue with the fundamental news, and let me show you what was the reason of this movement to the downside. Definitely right after their earnings report, a lot of analysts made their new price target, set their new price target, and basically they lowered their price targets. Credit Suisse lowered its price target to $11. Morgan Stanley lowered its price target to from $13 to $11. Citigroup also from $7 to $6. And Deutsche Bank also downgraded this asset from $11 to $8. Definitely this news drove the price of this asset lower. And I have to say that for now, we are in a very good range where we might start to accumulate. And let me show you some bullish news. On September the 4th, we have this article on Seeking Alpha that is titled Palantir down 80%, move slowly, size properly and diversify. And this article is quite bullish because this asset hit some crucial points, and I will put the link on this article in the description below, and you can read it by yourself. And for now, let me show you that institutional investors, let me show you right here, has this increase in its ownership of Palantir, and it is the first time basically from April 2022 when we have this movement to the upside, and definitely next month should also be higher than the previous one. In this case, we will be able to tell that this might be a new trend, that institutional investors are increasing their positions. But for now, as you can see, institutional investors own only 32.06% of Palantir. That's why a lot of shares owned by retail investors. And we have a lot of red flags that might scare retail investors. One of them is that insiders are selling Palantir stock. As you can see, the entire month of August basically is in a red color, and a lot of insiders sold some of their shares. But I have to say that they sold a small fraction of their position, and they still receiving their stock-based compensation. That's why in a bigger picture this cannot be the catalyst, but definitely this table by itself scares retail investors. And let me show you this article that was published 5 days ago. We are on investorplace.com, and this article is titled 3 picks that could be the next meme stock champion. And one of these picks is Palantir stock, because as one of the most frequently mentioned stocks on Reddit, PLTR could be a meme stock king. And I have to say that for now, this asset doesn't have a huge short interest, because as you can see, short interest percent of float is only 6.64%. but the off-exchange short volume ratio is quite high. It is 51.02%. But let me show you this information. For now, Palantir has about 10 million shares available for shorting, and the short borrow fee rate is not so high. It is only 0.25%. And with this data, definitely we cannot rely on the short-term short squeeze. That's why we have to be cautious. On top of that, Palantir is not in the list of the meme stocks yet. As you can see, we are on stocktweets.com, and in the watchers section we don't have Palantir ticker. We don't have this ticker in the most active section, and we don't have this ticker in the trending section as well. This means we cannot rely in the short-term perspective on the short squeeze. That's why we have to be cautious. But let's continue with the technical analysis, and before we dive deep right here, please subscribe to my channel, hit notification bell and hit the like button. This helps me a lot. So guys, as you can see, we have consistent movement to the downside for about 1 month. And if I switch to indicators, as you can see on hourly time frame, we don't have major signs from RSI. But if we switch to 2 hours time frame or even higher, as you can see right here, we have higher lows on RSI with the lower lows on the price action. And this is a bullish divergence that shows the potential movement to the upside. On top of that, on a 3 hours time frame, we have the same pattern, higher lows on RSI with the lower lows on the price action. And I guess 4 hours time frame has the same pattern. Yes, it has it. And this means in a matter of next several sessions we have to have a bounce to the upside, and this bounce might hit some targets that might be quite lucrative for the short-term traders. So what should you do if you want to catch the trade? I have to say that for now it is a very risky asset because we don't have confirmation, we don't have higher highs and higher lows in order to enter the position on the retracement. But right here, if you are risky enough, and if you want to catch basically this falling knife, accumulate your position all the way down to the $6.42 by laddering your buys down. In this case, you will be able to reduce your average price, and this will bring you a lot of potential profits. So what might be the target? If I pull the Fibonacci retracement tool from this swing high to this current low, as you can see, we have the range of about $8.25 as the first target price for this asset. But if this price action will hit lower targets, definitely we should adjust this tool, and depending on this movement to the downside, the upside potential for the stock might be to the first price target from 14% all the way up to, let me show it to you, all the way up to maybe 17%. And definitely this depends on the price action, and this depends on the total sentiment of the market. But overall, this movement to the downside for about 1 month implies a huge potential to see a bounce. So I think from the technical standpoint that's it for now. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel with notification bell, and see you guys and girls next time. Bye!
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed.